Hey, good morning, my friends. This is MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. Thanks for joining me for the MLive Morning Weather Update. Sorry, if you're not a winter fan, you're not going to be a fan of this broadcast because it definitely looks like winter type air is heading our way gradually over this week and then very forcefully early next week or so. Again, I use this analogy. Hey, if I bumped my head and fell asleep and I woke back up and I looked at a weather map for early next week and I didn't see the date, I'd say, oh wow, it's January 1st. So we do have some cold air on the way. Hey, Paul Kemmler, you're probably in a good place, Greensboro, North Carolina, unless you like snow and cold. So here we go. Now today, probably warm enough in most spots for it to be a rain. Certainly southern part of the state, rain showers. Northern part of the state, it's rain showers now. And as we go through the day, it should stay rain showers until tonight as it gradually turns colder. And then it will start to change over to snow. Yes, drain the tanks in the RV because we've had frosts. And that's an hour or two down to 32, 31 degrees, southern parts of lower Michigan. But we haven't gotten into the 25 degrees for 4 or 5 hours, something that would damage an RV tank or something like that. And we will start to get into that here in the next week. All right, radar forecast today showing basically the morning showers letting up. And if you need to get something done this afternoon, like I do, I'm going to try to remove the rest of the leaves, although they're not falling off the trees totally. And I still have to winterize my boat, so I'm going to do that this afternoon too. You will probably have mostly dry weather. You might have a spritzel here and there or a 10-15 minute rain shower. And we can't rule that out now because we're into the lake effect pattern, which is what this is trying to indicate at 6 o'clock this evening. Now, as we go through the evening hours, you start to see the smattering of lake effect show up more in the northwest and not much going on in the southeast. Gary Brooks, good idea. The pool is done, buddy, unless it's enclosed and you heat it. And if that's the case, we'll all be over. Hey, how's Albuquerque, New Mexico this morning? Heading to North Carolina, November 22nd. At about that time, the cold is probably going to let up, but it's too far off to tell you exactly what that would be like on that day. We're going into tonight now, and notice the green starts to change more to a blue. You know what that means. That means it's snow shower time. And we go into tomorrow. Most of southern lower is dry, except you get an occasional snow shower. And yes, that's even in the middle part of the day. We're talking snow showers. And then a weather system coming our way with cold air in place. This is Wednesday morning. Now, I want to tell you, there's no perfect computer model. No perfect computer model. The one I just showed you is one of the better ones. Are my teeth sore? No, I don't get that one. Maybe it's just a light. The one that I just showed you is good for the short term, 1 and 2 days out. And then you have to switch to a longer term model. But this one's kind of showing the depiction, but everything else is showing it a little bit further to the south. So instead of the northern half of lower Michigan, it comes into the southern half of lower Michigan. But this is Wednesday, and the point being is we're into noon, and look at what's going on. Snow. Now, I still think that we would have rain mixed in there, and it does look like if you take this pattern here and shift it southward is where it would be, and that would give it a better chance of being rainfall. So point being is we do have a storm system heading this way, and this model shows the medium term better. Okay, so this is Wednesday 11 in the morning, 2 p.m. and in the afternoon. So you can see it's a little farther south. Oh, Flint to Aruba, 6 a.m. is my flight. Let's go check 6 a.m. And everything shows that the precipitation not in by 6 a.m. So Rose, you're good to Aruba. Enjoy it. Stay there for a few months. And that moves on through. Okay, here is the cold. We're looking at the upper level temperatures, but it translates to cold at the surface. 3 blobs. This one coming in toward us Tuesday into Wednesday. This one coming after the storm system Wednesday, Thursday into Friday. What you're seeing here is temperatures running about 15 to 17 degrees colder than normal. We'll call it at the surface too. And remember, our normal high now at that point, mid 40s. So you take 15 degrees off of that, you're looking at a high of 30 degrees, a high. And then the serious cold looks like it pours in early next week. There's another one where you're looking at 20 degrees colder than normal. That's a lake effect pattern. That's next week. And another serious blast late next week. So each time we're gonna get a kind of progressively colder pattern by about 5 degrees or so, so that by the time we get to this time next week, or certainly the middle to end of next week, it's going to feel like Christmas week and not before Thanksgiving. So get ready. Hey, you folks that talked about tanks in the RV, yes, anything that needs to be winterized, you pretty much have to do it today, tomorrow, maybe Wednesday morning. After that, it's going to get really chilly around Michigan. Is there going to be a let up? I do think there will be. When this same model shows the let up toward Thanksgiving, might be more like December. But at that point, you know, your average high is 35, 38 degrees. And if you go warmer than normal, you might get 40, might get 45. But point being is, you're going to have things protected before then, because you're going to have some serious freezes down into the teens, even probably down into the Detroit area by sometime late next week. There you go. Sorry, it's Monday and I had to be the bearer of bad news for some, good news for many others, as there are many winter weather fans here in Michigan. I'm MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. Thanks for joining me on the MLive Morning Weather Update. Please hit the share button and tell all your friends this is what we do on MLive, and we do it every morning. Take care.